Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day. This is Joanne coming to you from My Creative Scrapbook. I'm going to be using the September limited edition kits, full unboxing on my channel. It's full of the Prima Marketing collaboration with Frank Garcia called Sweet Cherry. It's super cute. Oh my god, I love it. So I've ripped this piece of paper because I loved this frame and the cherries and the text print, of course. And then after I ripped it, I said I'm gonna fussy cut around these parts and then just kind of tuck stuff in to camouflage it. I put my picture where I wanted because I was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do, so I just put it there so it would stop moving. So isn't that piece of paper beautiful? I love it. Okay, I know a few things I want to do. I might just kind of start sticking some stuff down because you know me, I gotta put stuff everywhere. So another piece of scrap. I love tucking in or ripping apart pieces of paper that are so wonderful and just grabbing the pieces that I really like. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? I want to put this in here. I'm not sure exactly where because look at this little girl. I can't even. She was on a piece of paper too, and I fussy cut her. You do get a chipboard of her and some ephemera too, but I liked her from the paper. I think she was on this paper like right about here, so I'm going to use her. There's a piece of paper that has these gorgeous gray flowers. Let me see, there we go. Now you can see the gorgeous detail in that, right? And this was also fussy cut from the cut apart cards, the one piece of paper that had that on there. So I'm going to cover this area up with this beautiful flower that I fussy cut. Tuck it in just the right way, it will camouflage this entire area and kind of match with this, right? Isn't that pretty? So then you'll never know. So now that will tell me how far I have to tuck this in because I won't want any space, like white space right there. So I'm going to tuck this in carefully to get it where I want it. I might even put it up. Let me see how far I want that up. It's too far for me. Okay, how about right there? Let me look. I think I'm pretty good with that. I want it over as much as I can, so right there too, but I need it to be straight. Okay, I'm gonna stop fussing and just go ahead and adhere it down. I might just adhere stuff like in the middle. Maybe I'll attach it to the photo because this is going to be the companion page for my first layout. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. So I can put them, you know, hold on. My husband is mowing the lawn, sorry, but this is the only time I had to do this today. Put them next to each other like that. Okay, so do that a little bit in here. That way I can still talk if I need to. Now I can glue that down a little bit. I can glue more afterwards too. I might put foam on that. Okay, so this spot here needs something. I'm thinking, let's put this in here. I'm not going to glue that yet because I don't really know where I want that. I think up a little bit to like cover up this white space. So I'm going to get a little picky about where I'm putting this. Ooh. That came out perfect, like right there. Now I'm going to put this lovely girl over here to like frame in this part. Definitely not gluing her down yet because I don't know exactly where I want her to be. That is so cute. I can't even. Okay. I think I'm going to put some of that stencil. This is the awesome stencil you get. Can you see that in the background? You get all these leaves and flowers, some butterflies, and in the middle it's a heart. These were also fussy cut. So look how beautiful that is. It was on the edge of a piece of paper. So putting that right here would be perfect. Yep, beautiful. Then this one was right on the corner of that piece of paper. So I'm gonna go right ahead, and if you stick it in here, you'll never know it was a corner piece. And that way it mixes up the flowers a little bit. A tag. We got a whole stack of gorgeous tags with this collection. I put one of these in here, little circle. I don't know what they're called, grommet. They look like little grommets to me. From We Are Memory Keepers. Put that there so I can put something here. I've got a bunch of ephemera and the super duper cute flowers that come with. These are from Prima Marketing too, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Aren't they beautiful? So I'm going to sprinkle those around. I'm not trying to make things too clustery because I kind of want to sprinkle the flowers around. Like, for example, instead of making big clusters with these, I sprinkled these around the layout. I want to try to do kind of the same thing since they'll be next to each other. All right, when I put these metal eyelet grommet things in there, I wish I knew what they were called. I'll have to look it up. I like to put foam squares around where the metal is, just so it's not hitting my background paper and potentially putting a hole in there. Okay, so a little glue. Hope this isn't a mistake because I want to do some stenciling. Oops, that's completely not straight. Let's get this straight first. Kind of want it out a little bit. That's pretty good. Then I'm going to put some of these beautiful flowers in there, kind of fill in the space a little bit. That's why I haven't glued her down yet. I'm not sure exactly where I want her. Let me see, what else do I have? We can get some of these in. I want to get some of these red ones in to match the cherries. So maybe that and this one, I think. Maybe I can put it here. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, that's not bad. So that's got a little trap space there, but I think if I put some pink pressed gems in there, I put these red ones all over this one, so I'm gonna continue that onto the next one because it looks beautiful. I hate to cover up her cute little boots, but I think that's gonna be good right there. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. You know what? I'm not, because I might want to put some stenciling there. So I'm going to wait to glue. All right, let's do some stenciling because I don't want to lift it back up. So I want just like this part. I have to do this side, like this part here. So I'm going to want it. Some of it will get cut up, covered up. I almost said cut up. Some of it will get covered up. All right, I'll put some here and then I'll move this over and get some up in there. more of those flowers, but I also have this chipboard flower, which is perfect with that. And it's not even the same collection, and it matches just absolutely perfect. Okay, so maybe let's put a gray one here just to break up all the pink. Yeah, okay, definitely need a gray one. So we'll put this in here so we can see some of the leaves and the flower over here. This is a maybe still, I'm not sure. Could stick that in there, maybe. Could also put something here if we felt we needed it. I'd have to cut that little piece off, but we'll see. Then that. Then also this, and then I'll get one of each of these colors. Maybe put a pink one up here to sprinkle them around like I said. I don't know, right there. Oh, that looks really cute. All right. Don't think we need, let's put a red one up there somewhere just to mix it up a little bit. And then get this chipboard in here. Not sure what that is. Probably one of the leaves. Let's do something like that with this white. And then one of these and one of these. Maybe. Let's see. I don't dislike that. This is not in the right spot though. Okay guys, this was totally bothering me that I smudged the stencil. I tried to paint it with white paint, didn't like that. I ended up just coming in with a blending brush with some spun sugar and just going over it so it didn't look so bad. I probably would not have done that if I hadn't made a mistake on the stenciling here. It's fine, it's okay, because we have a lot of pink. It's gonna be okay. I'm trying to say that to myself more than you guys. So I'm gonna put a little something over here. I decided to put that one piece of paper over here. I'm gonna build up this a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly where I want this, but I definitely want to get a red flower in here. And then I had this little girl, look at her. I put her up on some foam. I think she was next to her on a piece of paper, kind of looking at her, and she was looking down at her, so that's really cute. There are some of these in the ephemera pack too, the die cuts. So I want her up a little bit and then just kind of right there. Hi Mew, everybody knows you're in the room now. And just kind of put a little flower right there. Let's see, make sure we get the leaves. Just not covering up too much of her. There we go. All right, I have some butterflies. I think I want to put a big one here. Did I glue this down? I think I did. Yeah, so I finished this and I put a chipboard heart right there, just so you know. Maybe that there, and then maybe one next to it going in the opposite direction. Let's just make sure we like it. That's so cute. All right, it's been on the back of my hand. Therefore, I'm going to put glue on it. And just tuck her in and make sure that the words are straight. Okay. Chipboard heart, how cute. Thinking about putting it right on the photo, right there. Adorable. Okay, I do have one more flower. I might bring this in over here. I don't know if I want more things over here or not. We'll have to see. Like, it could go in here as like a layer. Maybe like that. I'm gonna leave it there and see if I like it. Thinking a butterfly needs to go there with that. Like, maybe this. I kind of like the cherries there. One little piece of a flower that I cut off, one of these gray ones. Could maybe fill that in here, make that look a little bit better. All right, I'm going to put a chipboard heart up here. Maybe coming out over here. Yeah, that looks cute. I'm going to do that. Glue. Just kind of tuck it underneath the flower a little bit so it looks like it's all connected. Okay. I have a little envelope, just like on the other side that we used one. Should I put an envelope in here? So I'm going to put this facing away from the photo because the edge of it looks like it's torn and it's really cool. I'm going to put it up a little bit more so it's not right next to this word. Love, love, love. That's good. And then I think we're good with the honeybee stamp gems. And then I'm going to finish by putting the rest of the red Pink Fresh Studio gems down. Okay, I put the Pink Fresh gems down and I just noticed that one of them fell. So I'm going to glue that while I tell you what I did. So Pink Fresh gems like literally everywhere. I love those little things. So I have them all over the place. And I ended up putting one more flower here. I think that's all I added. Yeah, I think so. I put a little bit of stenciling right there because I thought it needed it to make it flow better. Everything is glued down. The butterflies came out cute. And I think that's it. I wish that I hadn't made that stenciling mistake, but it is what it is, right? So let's bring it in close so you can see. So I totally love putting papers together and ripping them apart and seeing how I can get them back together the way I want them. So cute. Look at that little, I think it's a hedgehog. I'm not sure. I think so because it's so cute. And there's that. My friends, I will put close-ups at the end, and everything you need to know about My Creative Scrapbook is in the description box below. I thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you like the layout, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.